So Daniel Cormier, let's move on to this fight. You insert Anderson Silva. Daniel Cormier becomes the belle of the ball. Okay, for whatever reason, everyone hates Daniel, and they love John Jones. John Jones was the bad guy, but everyone loved him. Daniel Cormier is the great guy, not just the good guy. He's the great guy, but nobody wants to cheer for him. Well, all of a sudden, he's showing his heart to the world, man. He's devastated. This fight he wants, everything he worked for, everything he sacrificed for, it's gone. It's a compelling story, and people are now ready to embrace Daniel Cormier. You insert Anderson Silva, all of a sudden Anderson comes in, and people were so proud of him, so happy that he did this, so much admiring that he would switch weight classes, take on the best fighter alive, do it without a training camp, do it with jet lag, do it with all these different things, that they embraced him and they booed Daniel Cormier. Every time Daniel got to a dominant position, which was grappling, the takedown, everybody starts booing. Generally, the crowd will only boo when something's boring. Well, Daniel wasn't overly boring. He wasn't Mr. Aggressive there, but they weren't booing because they thought it was boring. They were booing because they knew Anderson had no chance, and they wanted him to knock Daniel out. They wanted him to stand up. That's fine. The crowd can be as fickle as they want. For the money that these fans pay, they can do anything they want. But it was a surprise. Daniel didn't know how to handle it. When the whole thing's over, Daniel tried to explain himself to the crowd and say, I came out and did what I need to do. Listen, Daniel, the crowd can shove it up their ass. The crowd paid for the right to do anything they want. Do not explain yourself to the crowd, and do not ever ask for their approval. The second you ask them for their approval, you look weak. If you are explaining, you are losing. Do not explain yourself to the crowd. Hold that belt up high. Thank them all for their piece of the money that you got, and tell them to shove their opinion up their ass. That's how you handle that, and walk away.